Swainpole was retired. He's next. He can still come in.
Well, you've got to swing now. There's no holding back.
Well, what I would do is go deep in my crease and give yourself a chance to get under it. He's a big boy. He's dry.
If you're Irwin, you've got to be running at the other end as well.
The in-swinger. Oh, they're going to collide. Two big boys collide in the middle. That one was a big in-swinger.
Well, it's on the line here, isn't it? Look at the desperation here. South African batsman colliding. It's all happening. It was nearly a three-way.
We don't like seeing those, Chris.
So the score is on 1-6. 8 runs required, 3 balls to go.
Well, we haven't left anything in the bank for you, that's for sure. These sixes have been outstanding. Changing the field now. There's going to be 2 on each side. You've got to say, the return of the sixes has been a beauty. The final has lived up to all expectations. But what twist have we got left in the tail? He's edged it, and that's going to be dropped and gone for 4. It was a piece, he got a piece on it, and the wicky couldn't hang on. Let's have a closer look. It's a good edge, and it's just gone over his head for 4. Sohail's got a smile on his face. It's intense, but there's smiles everywhere. 4 from 2. Do you bring the field up, Buck?
This is what you play the game for, though, isn't it? Down to the wire, pressure on. See how good you are. Sohail's been immense this over. To keep him in the game has been fantastic.
Mate, he swung it. He's gone in swinger, out swinger. In, out, in. What's he going to do here?
Always swinging as hard as he can, or does he just back away and run one down the third man? There's no one there.
He's thinking about, Sohail's thinking that I need a third man. He's yelled out to Tanvir, hey, Skip, I wouldn't mind a third man for myself.
He's not fine enough. He has to go finer.
He's literally at backward point now. There's no mid-off. The good thing is Sohail still hasn't taken his cap off. He's stuck with it all day. He's not changing a thing. He's bowled an absolute beauty. And there's going to be a run out. What was the non-striker thinking?
He said, I don't want it. I don't want it. Give it to the skipper.
I tell you what I reckon. He thought to himself, I can't make it there. I shouldn't be on strike. Bring Swainpole in. It might be the greatest thing ever. It also might be catastrophe. 4 runs needed off 1 ball. Look at the shape of that. Oh dear. 1 ball remaining. 4 to win. Would you read about it? Is a tie possible?
I'd given up. I'd given up on Pakistan. This is unbelievable.
I know there can't be anything. A tie can't be possible, let me tell you. Because there's all sorts of things. I think it's wickets lost. It's sundries. It's also sundries. There's all sorts of things.
Well, it's wickets lost, so it's therefore
it would be.
But they're not getting 3 anyway.
We find it hard to match. I tell you one thing for free. Sohail has bowled an absolute peach of an over. They're on their feet in the stands, and in fact, even in the commentary box, they're standing. For the first time ever, I'm actually nervous, Chris. Here we go. He's hit it. It's high. enough on it. It has. It's a boundary. South Africa win the 2017 Sixers, if you don't mind. The dancing begins. The celebrations are on. South Africa are the 2017 champs.
Finals don't get much better than that, Ryan. It had everything, didn't it?
Well, Pakistan actually made the field a little wide. They didn't have anyone straight, and they were hoping that he could get away with it. But Swainpole stepped up to the plate after retiring and hit his first rock for 4 to win the tournament. What a match, what a tournament. Relax, take a breath, everyone at home, because that is absolutely one for the ages.
Well, you thought the Iceman was so hard. I mean, what an over that was. Thought Pakistan had no chance, but he kept them in the game with some unbelievable bowling. Then for the skipper, Swainpole, to come out, face one ball and finish it off. It doesn't get better than that.
He was deep in the crease. He played straight. He got enough on it. And he's a very happy man. Absolutely thrilled. And I reckon our man on the spot, Gotham, has got the man of the moment.
Well, I'm not sure who's the man of the moment because all of South Africa are men of the moment here. I'll come to the captain first. When you walked out there, what were you thinking?
I didn't even think anything. I just told myself, make contact with the ball and look, keep your head down. And that's what I did. The moment hasn't yet sunk in, so it's been unreal, this tournament. Like I said, we didn't expect to be playing in the final, but we played every game like it was our last, and that's why we had fun, and that's what we wanted today, I think. It's an unreal feeling.
Before that last over started, you were favourites, and then suddenly that dramatic run-out happened. What were you feeling when you walked back?
Well, he bowled a very good over the last over, so, hats off to him. And, yeah, walking in, facing that difficult times, but, you got to think about the bowler. He's also under a bit of pressure, so, he's going to make mistakes.
You like to control things out there, but when you walked back and saw your captain needing 4 of the last ball, did you have a prayer? Did you have a hope?
No, we back every single player in our team, and I know him well back home, and he strikes the ball well, so I had full confidence in him.
Final thoughts from the captain here as the adrenaline is still flowing. Before the tournament started, if someone said you defend the title, what would you have said?
I would have said no. We only got together at the airport for the first. We didn't have any training, but I think the guys just back their basics, and that's what got us to the thing. We had a few plans for the finals, and it worked out for us tonight. So it's unreal feeling still. So we're getting used to it still.
A cheeky one to finish with. Do you practice as a spinner bowling bouncers?
Not really, but it just happened.
Well, I'll back upstairs to you guys. These guys are elated.
Well, everyone should be. It was fantastic. It was an absolute great game of cricket. It was absolutely fantastic. And there's the winning moment. A boundary. And spare a thought for Cornet's drive. In that run out, he had the presence of mind to not cross and went back and said, no, you take it.
Yeah, you abused him for it too, Ryan. It was terrible commentary, but he knew exactly what he was doing. He was getting his skipper on strike.
Rocks. What a job he did, and the South Africans will be celebrating long into the night.
Don't forget Adams there, did a brilliant job right in the middle. But look at the Pakistani bowlers here. Mohammad Sami was a brilliant start. Finished up, but then Tanvir with a couple of those no balls, waist-high no balls that went for 6, and Azam was expensive. But Sohail, that was one of the great overs, wasn't it? 8 balls. He had 7 balls for 10, and that last ball, he nearly did the perfect job. Unfortunately, just couldn't hold it back.
Well, what more can you say? There's the tail of the tape. 6 for 123. They were bowled out, Pakistan. Sohail outstanding with 46 and Hamed 41. Irwi best for the South Africans. Everyone got a wicket as well as Irwi got a couple for South Africa. And what a match we've had. Lots more coming your way, and Gotham, I'm sure, has got more people to talk to.
Yes, indeed, I have. I've got a couple of very special people, the parents of one of the South African players, Farhan. What were you thinking at the end? We were tense. What about you guys?
Very exciting finish. Very, very exciting. Very well done.
Tell me honestly, when that last over started, 17 to get, when the captain walked out on the last ball, did you feel, with all your patriotism, that you had it?
Yes, absolutely. We've got a lot of faith in our team, and we believe that they could get those, runs, and we felt that they could do it. And we
no big names on the South African team. What does this mean going ahead for them?
I think this was an opportunity for all the youngsters coming through, and I think they've shown what they can do, definitely.
Yeah, some wonderful support here, as you can see, the flags, the glasses right behind there. The Rainbow Nation is on fire. They've defended their title.
Well, let's take a breath. Let's have a look at what just happened, because Irwi was absolutely outstanding. That was one of the shots of the tournament. They got off to a slow but steady start, and some big hitting came later in the day.
They almost knew what they had to do. Just keep a few wickets in hand, and that was the over, really. Tanvir, a few sweaty hands, and he just bowled a couple of full tosses that got dispatched. That was another full toss. And that over went for 37, and that was probably the difference in the game. Hamed had to follow it on. He found it difficult, went for 33, and we thought that game was over right then. But you know what, Ryan, there's always a twist, isn't there?
Yeah, absolutely. We thought with the Swain Pole innings, as he just played with the third man field for quite some time, he had got and done enough. But then there was this twist. A wicket in the final over. Sohail was fantastic. That was almost 2 wickets in the over. A run out off the second last ball. Dry, as quick as you like, decided that he shouldn't face the last one. The skipper should, and he got enough on it, and there you have elation, as Dry is saying, I told you, skipper, you could do it.
Well, he knew where he wanted to hit it. He had to go straight because Sohail had moved the field right round. He got a cover and a third man in, probably thinking he was going to bowl back of a length, but Swain Pole held his nerve. He knew he had to go straight, and he did. And as soon as he hit it, he knew that a South African won. And look at the celebrations. I think there'll be a bit of dancing tonight. Let's go join them, Ryan.
There'll be no dancing from me, Chris Rogers. The Kowloon Cricket Club have hosted this, of course, on behalf of Cricket Hong Kong. And the venue has looked a picture, and it's been absolutely outstanding. 2012 was the last edition of the Sixers. And I'm lucky, and I'm pretty happy to say, Chris, that I was here to watch the 2017 edition.
Well, it doesn't get much better than that, does it? It's great to have the Sixers back, and to have a final like that. It's a great advertisement for the game.
Well, here you go. This is the most runs in the tournament. It was the local boy, Nizakat Khan, with 191, was absolutely phenomenal. He was the most runs in the tournament, and he led his side to win the plate. Hong Kong chased down a big MCC score in the plate final, so they were happy. The most wickets is our man Sarul Irwi with 6, Ehsan Khan with 6, and Cornet Dry with 6. So a 3-way tie for that one. Well, there's silverware to be handed out, Chris Rogers, and let's go to our girl, Kat, who's been absolutely amazing down on the ground.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the official presentation for the 2017 Hong Kong World Sixes. What a tournament it's been. We've seen over 400 sixes, so I think the tournament has definitely lived up to its name. We'd like to congratulate all the teams for their efforts across the weekend. I'd like to thank our major sponsors, Hublot, Virgin Atlantic and Essentia, plus Kowloon Cricket Club, all the volunteers, scorers and umpires for making this year's tournament such a success. I'd like to invite to the stage James Kim from Essentia and Brad West from Virgin Atlantic to announce the winner of the Ben Holyoake Trophy for the most valuable player. Now, we've had a weekend of great performances. Hasan Khan took 6 wickets, including 3 for 5 off 1 over. Australia's Nathan Reardon scored 166 runs, including 19 sixes. But the award this year goes to a man who scored 192 runs, including 25 sixes. He's the Cat, Nizakat Khan. Nizakat, I'll grab you. And I'll have a little chat with Nizakat. Nizakat, incredible performance from you. Sixes cricket, it's an unusual form of cricket. What was your secret?
The secret was nothing. Actually, I was just watching the ball and I was just trying to hit the ball.
And you must be very proud of your Hong Kong boys for taking out the plate.
Yeah, especially my team. I would like to thank my team. They have done really well past two days because we have been working really hard on our fitness and our cricket, and we've been coming really well.
Nizakat, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
A round of applause for Nizakat Khan. We had the T20 Blitz earlier in the year in Hong Kong, and now the Sixers. Do you feel like Hong Kong cricket is very much on the rise?
Obviously, we are improving a lot. Day by day, our cricket is going up, and our young guys are coming up and performing well for us, and it's a good thing for us.
Bubba Haight, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
A round of applause for Bubba Haight, the captain of Hong Kong, for the plate champions. And last but not least, I invite the President of Cricket Hong Kong, Mr. Rodney Miles, and the Chairman of the MCC World Cricket Committee, Mike Gatting, to the stage to present, fan favourite here obviously, to present the Cup Trophy to the 2017 winners of the Hong Kong World Sixes, South Africa. Mean to you to captain them to a defending championship?
Yeah, firstly, I just want to say thanks to all the sponsors getting back on board. I think this is a really future tournament. I think all the international teams will want to come back here and play. I think personally in South Africa, we enjoyed this tournament. So for the future, I think this tournament's only going to grow and get better.
Perfectly said. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for our champions, South Africa.
So there they are, the World Sixes champions, South Africa. They've got the silverware, they've got the smiles, Chris Rogers. They're a happy bunch down there.
And deserving victors as well. They probably showed the most amount of desperation throughout the 2 days, showed the most amount of commitment. And you could say they were underdogs going into that, but they played a fantastic game, got the tactics right, and thoroughly deserving victors.
Yeah, they kept their nerve under all sorts of pressure, and they took wickets when they bowled and put Pakistan under the pump, which they hadn't been. They'd won every game. They were leading by a mile, Pakistan, but got to the final and couldn't get the job done, unfortunately for them. The crowd are still pretty happy, and that has been the scene of the Kowloon Cricket Club as the sun starts to set. And there's the final standings for the 2017 edition of the Hong Kong World Sixes. South Africa will win from Pakistan. The Kiwis beat the Aussies for the runner for the third place spot. Hong Kong, the plate champs, beating the MCC. Bangladesh were fantastic. The under-19 side just ran out of puff, and Sri Lanka lost a couple of close ones.
But there's been some magic moments throughout the 2 days, haven't they? The Bangladeshis yesterday I thought were brilliant. Ran out of puff today. But Hong Kong, they showed something today, were fantastic. Won that plate competition. As we saw, there was some great support there. And then South Africa playing an absolutely brilliant game. Under pressure, got the job done. It's great to see.
All smiles for South Africa. Here's the winning moment when Swainpole hit the last ball for a boundary down the ground to send the South Africans into elation. It was a big moment, a moment that there were plenty of them over the weekend, but that probably the greatest one.
But you can see how much it means to them, and he's right, this competition's only going to get bigger. They were desperate to win this competition, and I think, as we'll see, the sides will be coming here